Hello friends, welcome to this tutorial on data visualization using Pyplot. According to the syllabus, in this topic we have to cover line chart, pie chart and bar chart. Let us start. There is a Python library with the name matplotlib. This library contains many modules and packages to draw high quality 2D graphics. Pyplot is a module in this library which provides functionality for simple plotting. As Pyplot is a module in matplotlib library, therefore to use Pyplot, we must install matplotlib library on our computer. Here I assume that you already have installed this library. If not, please install it using pip install matplotlib. Let us now see which functions of Pyplot module do we need to learn to plot line chart, pie chart and bar chart as specified in the syllabus. Here are these functions. Pyplot.plot to plot points and line charts, pyplot.py to plot pie charts, pyplot.bar, this function plots bar charts, pyplot.xlabel, this is to label x-axis of the chart, pyplot.ylabel, this is to label y-axis of the chart, pyplot.title to give title to the chart, pyplot.show to display the chart. We shall keep ourselves to the simple level of charts. Let us now practically see how to plot charts using these functions. The first function we have to cover is pyplot.plot. This function is used to plot points and lines. First we shall see how can it be used to plot points. To plot a point, the coordinates of the point have to be given as arguments to the plot function. For example, pyplot.plot 3, 2 will plot a point at 3, 2. Let us see this practically. We start a new script and type the following code. From matplotlib import pyplot. This will import pyplot module from the matplotlib library. Pyplot.plot 3, 2. This will plot a point at 3, 2. If we run the code now, it will not show any graph because plot function prepares the graph internally and it does not show any graph. To display the graph on screen, we have to write the command pyplot.show. If we run this code now, the output will be, here we see the graph but we don't see any point in it. Actually by default, a point is not visible on the graph unless a point style specifier is given as the third argument to the plot function. This point style specifier is a single character string. Various point style specifiers are dot, it will display the point as a dot. It is also the default point style. Lowercase o for a circle. It will display the point as a filled circle. Star, it will display the point as a star. Comma for pixel. Lowercase x for cross. Plus sign for plus sign. Lowercase v for down triangle. Caret for up triangle. Less than sign for left triangle. Greater than sign for right triangle. Pipe for vertical line. Digit 1 for try down. Digit 2 for try up. Digit 3 for try left. Digit 4 for try right, lowercase s for square, lowercase p for pentagon, lowercase h for hexagon 1, capital H for hexagon 2, capital D for diamond, lowercase d for thin diamond and underscore for horizontal line. So in this code, if we include star or any other point style for that matter as the third argument in call to plot function, then the output will be. Now we can see the point as a star at 3, 2. The third argument can also be a two-character string where one character specifies the point style and the other character specifies the point color. The point style specifier and color specifier can appear in any sequence. It means first point style specifier and then color specifier, or first color specifier and then point style specifier. The sequence in the third argument is immaterial. Various color specifiers are lowercase b for blue color, it is also the default color, lowercase m for magenta, lowercase g for green, lowercase y for yellow, lowercase r for red, lowercase k for black, lowercase c for cyan and lowercase w for white. For example, plot 1, 2, o plots a point at 1, 2, shape of the point is a circle. Because no color specifier is specified, the color of the point is blue, which is the default color. plot 2, 2, r star plots a point at 2, 2. Color of the point is red and shape of the point is a star. Here color specifier appears before style specifier. Plot 3, 2, sk. It will plot a point at 3, 2. Color of the point is black and shape of the point is a square. Here style specifier appears before color specifier. Let us now write the complete code to see these points in the output. Here is the code. From matplotlib import pyplot as plt. Every time we call a pyplot function, we have to specify it as pyplot.function name. To make the job a bit easier, we usually import pyplot with plt as its alias. Now every time we have to call a pyplot function, instead of typing pyplot dot, we have to type plt dot. So that makes the job a bit easier. Let us now continue with the code. plt.plot 1, 2, o, plt.plot 2, 2, r star, plt.plot 3, 2, sk, plt.show. Now we run this code to get this output. If we wish, we can play with this chart in different ways by using the buttons available at the bottom of the chart window. For example, we can save our chart using the save button. In this code, we are calling plot function 3 times to plot 3 points. One call for 1 point. We can also plot multiple points using a single call to plot function. This can be done using 2 lists instead of 2 numbers as parameters. The first list specifies the x coordinates of the points and the second specifies y coordinates of the points. Here is an example. From matplotlib import pyplot as plt, x equal to list 1, 2, 3, 4, y equal to list 4, 2, 1, 3. Here we have defined 2 lists x and y. These lists combinedly refer to 4 points 1, 4, 2, 2, 3, 1 and 4, 3. plt.plot x, y, 1 r. This will refer to the lists x and y to pick the coordinates of the points and plot them as per the given style and color. Then plt.show. The output produced by this code is, if the plot function is supplied with only one list instead of 2, then this list is taken as the argument for y coordinates and x coordinate values are taken as integers from 0 to length of the list minus 1. Here is an example. From matplotlib import pyplot as plt, plt.plot 4, 2, 3, minus 2, pg. Here the plot function has only one list as the argument. The points will be plotted at 0, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3 and 3, minus 2. Then plt.show. The output produced by this code is, charts can also be labeled. We use the following functions to label the charts. X label to label x-axis, Y label to label y-axis and title to label the title. Let us apply these labels to the previous chart. In this code, before plt.show, we add these 3 lines to the code. plt.xLabel. Then as argument we can supply any string which will be used as label for x-axis. So here we are saying x values. Then plt.ylabel, y values. So y values will be used as label for y-axis. Then plt.title. Let's give sample title as the title. Then plt.show. Now we run this code to get the output like. Observe the labels x label, y label and title. This way we have learned how to plot points using pyplot.plot function. Line charts are also plotted using plot function only. Let us see how. If the plot function is used with 1 or 2 lists or tuples as parameters and no point style specifier like this or like this, then plot function joins consecutive points with lines to produce a line chart. Let us see an example. Observe the plot function in this code. It has only 2 lists as arguments and there is no third argument. So this will produce a line joining these points. The output produced by this code is, this is a line chart with a solid blue line joining the specified points, that is 1, 5, 2, 3, 3, 1 and 4, 2. We can also specify the color code to get the line in a specific color. For example, if the call to plot function is changed to specify red color, then the output will be, that is, the line chart in red color. By default, the line is a solid line, but we can change the style by specifying the line style specifier in the third argument. Various line style specifiers are dash for solid line. This is the default line style. Double dash for dashed line. Colon for dotted line. Dash dot for dash dot line. Here is an example. In this code, plt.plot x, y, double dash will draw a dashed line in default blue color. .plt.plot x, y, g colon will draw a dotted line in green color. plt.plot x, y, r dash dot will draw a dashed line in red color. Here plt.x label, plt.y label and plt.title were not compulsory, but I have used. The points specified in the plot function can also be marked on the line using the point style specifier along with the line style specifier. Note that point style specifier without line style specifier will simply show the points and not the line. To show points on the line, we have to give point style specifier along with the line style specifier. Here is an example. In this code, plt.plot x, y, og will draw only the points and not the line, because point style specifier is given without line style specifier. There is no line style specifier in this, please see that. plt.plot x, y, or dash will draw the line and also display the points on the line, because both point style specifier and line style specifier are mentioned. Here is the output. If the points for a line chart are very close and not on a straight line, the chart may look like a curve. This way, line chart can also be used to draw other curves like sine, cosine, quadratic polynomials, etc. To keep the things simple, let us take a very simple example of a curve. From matplotlib, import pyplot as plt. X values equal to x upon 10 for x in range -20 to 21. This way, x values is a list containing the values -2.0, -1.9, -1.8 and so on till positive 1.8, 1.9 and 2.0. Now y values. Y values is equal to list x square plus 2x plus 1 for x in x values. Now y values is a list containing values of the polynomial x square plus 2x plus 1 for each value of x from the list x values. plt.plot x values, y values, dot r dash. This will plot the graph with solid line in red color with the points marked on it. Then we say plt.show. The output produced by this code is, the list representing x values can also be a list of strings instead of numbers. In such a case, these x values are taken as labels and not as numerical values. Here is an example. Suppose a family went for outing for some days during vacations and it incurred these expenses: rupees 12,000 on transport, rupees 5,000 on food, rupees 13,800 on entertainment and rupees 18,000 on hotel rent. This data can be represented by two lists. Heads equal to transport, food, entertainment, rent. Now this is a list of heads, various headings. And second list, expense equal to 12,000, 5,000, 13,800 and 18,000. Now this data can be represented as a line like this. After importing Pyplot and defining the lists, we call plot function with heads as the first argument and expense as the second argument. Then we define the labels and then we show the chart, and here is the output of the code. Notice the labels along x-axis. Let me remind you that arguments to plot function can also be tuples instead of lists. Let us see an example. Here x and y are tuples. This code will produce this output. So this was about plotting points and lines and curves. Now let us see how to plot pie charts. Pie function of Pyplot module is used to plot pie charts. Pie function takes a list of numeric values as arguments and plots these values in a pie chart. But such a chart without any labels does not convey anything. To properly label the chart, pie function takes a number of keyword arguments. The keyword argument labels is used to label the slices. Autopacity keyword argument is used to put the numeric values of percentage parts in respective slices. Explode keyword argument is used to explode one or more slices. Let us see all this practically. Let us take the same example of family outing. Now we shall represent this data as a pie chart. Here is the code. After importing Pyplot and defining the lists, we call pie function with expense as an argument. Then we show the graph, and here is the output of the code. This pie chart represents the given data, but it does not convey anything because the chart and its slices are not labeled. To label the slices, let us give heads as the labels keyword argument like this. Now the output will be. This output is much better than the previous one, but it can still be improved with autopacity as an argument like this. Now the output will be like this. Autopacity specifies the format to display the percentage portion of each slide. Here %0.1f specifies that there should be one digit after the decimal and before decimal as many digits as needed. The two percentage signs after 0.1 specify that percentage sign should be shown along with the percentages. If we wish, we can also separate one or more slices from the rest of the chart by using the explode keyword argument. Now this will give the output like this. Here we observe that the second slide, that is the slide representing food expenses, has been moved a little bit out. The values in the list EXPLD are 0, 0.1, 0 and 0. These values represent the distance by which the slices have to be exploded. 0 means no explosion, a positive value is away from the center, and a negative value means towards the center. Therefore, first, third and fourth slices are centered at center of the chart, but the second slice has moved away from the center. Let us see another example with some other explode values. Here is the code. This will give the output like. The chart can also be given the title using title function as we saw in the case of line charts. Here is an example. Now the output produced will be. Notice the title of the chart. X label and Y label functions can also be used, but these functions have no relevance for a pie chart. Like in plot function, the arguments to pie function can also be tuples instead of lists. Here is an example. In this code, heads and expense have been changed to tuples. This will not affect the output in any way. This way we have covered pie charts also. Let us now move to bar charts. Bar function of Pyplot module is used to plot bar charts. Bar function takes two lists as parameters. The first list describes the labels across x-axis and the second list describes the heights of the bars corresponding to the labels in the first list. The first list may contain strings or numbers, but the second list must contain numbers only. By default, all the bars in the bar chart are of the same color, that is blue color, which is the default color. But if we wish to give different colors to the bars, we can specify the keyword argument color, which specifies the colors of different bars as a list. Let us see all this practically. Let us again take the same example of outing expenses. This data was earlier depicted as a line chart and then as a pie chart. Now we shall depict the same data as a bar chart by calling the bar function of Pyplot module. Here is the complete code. After importing Pyplot and defining the list's heads and expenses, we call bar function with heads and expense as arguments. Then we show the graph and run the code, and here is the output. Here all the bars are in default blue color. We can change the colors of the bars by specifying the color keyword argument. Let us see how. Now we add a color argument to the bar function. This argument is specifying red, green, yellow and blue as the bar colors. And here is the output. We can also label x-axis and y-axis and can also give title to the chart. Here is the code. plt.x labels heads, plt.y label expense in rupees, plt.title outing expenses, plt.show. Now let us see the output. The labels across x-axis can also be numbers. Here is an example. This code produces this output. As the first list contains numbers, the values along x-axis have been shown accordingly. As in the case of line charts and pie charts, in bar charts also, the argument to bar function can also be lists or tuples. This way we have covered the concept of data visualization using Pyplot. Please like and share this video. Also subscribe to this channel to remain updated about new videos here. Bye bye.